All right, folks, pull up a chair, maybe grab that warm drink you like. It's good to have you here. Let's chat about something that, let's be honest, most of us think about as we clock up the years: the possibility of needing a nursing home someday. It feels like a big final step, doesn't it? Like closing a door on the life we know. But before we even let our minds settle there, or start having those tough conversations with family, I want us to pause. There's often a whole lot we can do, right in our own homes, to make things work better for us now. It's about staying comfortable, staying safe, and staying put, if that's what we want. So let's explore that together for a bit, okay? Maybe we can find some peace of mind along the way. You know, sometimes just getting around the house we've lived in for ages starts to feel different. Those stairs that used to be nothing, now they feel like a bit of a climb. Or maybe you find yourself reaching for the wall a bit more often, feeling just a tad less steady than you used to. My neighbor, Bill, bless his heart, nearly took a tumble last winter just walking down his own front steps because of a little patch of ice he didn't see. Gave him a real fright. It's these little things, the way our bodies change, that can make our familiar homes feel a bit treacherous. A slip on a rug, bumping into furniture that's always been there, not quite seeing that bottom step in dim light. These are the things that can lead to falls, and falls often lead to talk about needing more care. But we can be proactive. Think about adding some extra handrails, especially on stairs or in the bathroom. Could brighter light bulbs in the hallways or stick-on night lights make a difference? Getting rid of clutter or securing loose rugs are simple fixes. Making our homes work with our bodies, not against them, can keep us safer and more confident right where we are. Now, let's talk about something else that can creep up on us: feeling a bit disconnected. Maybe the house feels too quiet after the kids have flown the nest. Or perhaps you're navigating life after losing your beloved spouse, like I am after my dear Martha passed. That quiet can turn into loneliness, and it weighs heavy, doesn't it? It's not just about feeling sad either. Feeling isolated day after day can genuinely affect our health, making us feel sluggish or even confused. Thinking that being around people constantly, like in a nursing facility, is the only answer is understandable. But often, there are ways to reconnect right in our own communities. My friend Arthur down the street was feeling pretty low, rattling around his house, until his daughter convinced him to join the VFW Post's weekly card game. He grumbled about it at first, but now he wouldn't miss it. Check out what your local senior center offers. They often have lunches, trips, classes. Is there a church group, a volunteer opportunity, maybe a hobby club? Even making it a point to call family or set up those video chats can bridge the miles. If getting out is the tricky part, look into senior transportation services many towns offer. Staying connected keeps us feeling alive and engaged. All right, let's shift gears to the day-to-day stuff. Keeping the house tidy, cooking decent meals, even just managing personal things like showering or getting dressed. Remember when that all felt effortless? Sometimes, as we get older, these everyday activities start to feel like chores, real energy sappers. Maybe arthritis makes buttoning a shirt tricky, or standing at the stove feels tiring. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, and that's a big reason people start considering places where that help is built in. My sister, Helen, found herself completely worn out trying to care for her husband after his surgery and keep up with everything else. She finally agreed to try a meal delivery service a few times a week, and she said it felt like a weight lifted, giving her back some breathing room. Thinking you need a hand doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're being realistic and smart. There are services that can help with bathing or dressing, people you can hire for cleaning or yard work. Those meal services are a fantastic resource. Your local town hall or council on aging usually has lists of trusted providers. Getting just a little help can make a world of difference in managing comfortably at home. Let's touch on something that can really sneak up on us: those little memory hiccups. We all joke about senior moments, forgetting where we put the keys or why we walked into a room. That's usually just life. Our brains are full after all these years. But sometimes, the forgetting feels different, more persistent. Maybe you or your partner notice real trouble tracking bills, following complex conversations, or maybe even getting momentarily confused in a familiar place. My buddy from the service, Joe, started getting worried because he kept misplacing important papers. His wife gently pushed him to get checked out. Turns out, it was related to a vitamin deficiency that was easily fixed. The point is, while these changes can be scary and make us think about needing supervised care, don't jump to the worst conclusion. First, are you keeping your mind active? Reading, doing crossword puzzles, playing cards, staying social. These things help. Using simple tools like a big calendar, reminder notes, or those pill organizers can also ease the burden. But, and this is important, if the confusion or memory loss feels like it's genuinely impacting daily safety or function, please talk to your doctor. Get it checked out thoroughly. It might be something treatable, or it might be something that needs a specific plan, and knowing is always better. Now, here's a big one that can feel like a real chore: keeping track of medications. Goodness, it seems like the older we get, the more little pills we collect, right? Remembering what to take, when to take it, with food or without, keeping refills straight. It can feel like a full-time job. And making a mistake, like taking a double dose or skipping one, or taking pills that shouldn't be mixed, can cause real problems: dizziness, feeling unwell, or worse. My brother-in-law, bless his heart, once took his nighttime blood pressure pill in the morning by mistake and felt woozy all day. It really shook his confidence about managing his meds alone. It's no wonder worrying about this leads people to think about nursing homes where nurses handle it all. But wait, there are great ways to stay organized right at home. Those weekly pill boxes with compartments for each day and time, absolute lifesavers. Setting a simple alarm on your phone or an old-school clock works wonders too. Many pharmacies now offer pre-packaged blister packs, sorting your doses for you. Just ask. And maybe the best tip: make a special appointment just to go over all your medicines, prescriptions, over-the-counter stuff, vitamins, with your doctor or pharmacist. They can spot potential problems and maybe even simplify your routine. Getting a good system in place brings incredible peace of mind. Let's consider our eyes and ears for a moment. How clearly are you seeing things these days? How well are you hearing conversations? Often, changes happen so slowly, we barely notice them until they start causing problems. If the print on labels or in the newspaper seems blurry, or you need brighter light to read comfortably, that's a sign. If you find yourself asking people to repeat themselves often, or turning the TV volume way up, that's another. Poor vision increases the risk of falls, makes it harder to read medication labels correctly, and can make you less confident driving. Hearing loss can mean you miss important sounds like a smoke detector or a phone ringing. But just as importantly, it can make you feel left out of conversations, leading you to withdraw. My golf buddy, George, kept nodding along during our post-game chats for months, before admitting he couldn't hear half of what we were saying. Getting hearing aids changed everything for him. Don't just struggle along. When was your last eye checkup? Are your glasses up to date? Have you had a hearing test recently? Simple things like better task lighting, a good magnifying glass, or an amplified phone can help. And yes, getting properly fitted glasses or hearing aids if you need them is crucial for staying safe, independent, and connected to the world. And while we're talking about taking care of ourselves, let's not forget about putting good fuel in the tank, nutrition. You know, sometimes, especially if it's just you at home, cooking a proper meal feels like a lot of effort. It's easy to slip into the habit of just having toast and coffee, or maybe soup from a can, or just snacking through the day. Or maybe your appetite just isn't what it used to be, or getting groceries feels like a major chore. My cousin Mildred realized she'd lost a bit of weight without meaning to, simply because she wasn't motivated to cook balanced meals anymore. But getting the right nutrients is so important for keeping our energy up, maintaining muscle, and helping our bodies fight off illness. If you're not eating well, you're likely to feel weaker and more tired, which makes everything else harder. Those meal delivery services we talked about, many offer plans specifically designed for seniors' needs. Grocery delivery can take the hassle out of shopping. Simplifying your cooking with easy recipes or buying pre-cut vegetables can also help. And sometimes, just eating with others, maybe at a senior center lunch program, can perk up the appetite. If you are worried about poor appetite or losing weight, definitely mention it to your doctor. Eating well is fundamental to feeling well and staying independent. So, we've covered quite a bit of ground here today, haven't we? We've talked about keeping our homes safe as our bodies change, staying connected with others, managing daily tasks and medications, looking after our senses and our minds, and fueling ourselves properly. The goal here isn't to say that a nursing home is never the right choice. Sometimes it absolutely is the best and safest place, offering a level of care that simply isn't possible at home, especially if health needs become very complex. But the real point is to encourage you, before making that significant decision, to really explore all the ways you might be able to continue living well right where you are. Have you looked into the simple fixes, the helpful gadgets, the community supports, the helping hands that are available? Pay attention to what your body and mind are telling you, and don't hesitate to ask for help or advice from family, friends, and especially from your doctor and other professionals who know about aging. There are often many steps we can take, many adjustments we can make to maintain our independence and quality of life in the place we call home for as long as possible. I hope our chat today has given you some things to think about, maybe eased a worry or two. If you found this helpful, maybe give the video a little thumbs up down below. And if you'd like to join us for more conversations like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you. Most importantly, I'd really like to hear from you. Share your own experiences, tips, or thoughts in the comments section. We all learn so much from each other. Until next time, please take good care of yourselves. Be well and stay safe.